In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, Bwatts on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. Through the sweat and the tears, the blood and the fight, Bwatts tells the stories under the bright lights. In the silence of the night, when the crowd fades away, he's the echo of hope at the end of the way.
Homie, can't be done.
Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing. I've been chasing these dreams.
What's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with Bwatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do as you come in, hit that like button and subscribe to Sports Talk with Bwatts if you don't mind. And also hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Hope everybody have had a good Sunday evening. Hey, it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast. I want to say special thanks to everybody in the chat, in the comment section that participate every day that I come on. You have been a blessing to Sports Talk with Bwatts. I'm telling you, you have made this show what it is, and you are the best. You're professional, you're respectful, and you have your opinion. You have welcomed the new people who have came along, and I'm grateful for each and one of you. Also, I got to say special thanks to all of y'all who have cash out me, super chat, and joined the membership and bought the sweatshirt and t-shirt on my page. I appreciate that. All right. I just want you to know y'all are number one. And don't ever let nobody tell you that you're not. You're the best for Sports Talk. Will be why. Tonight, I got a good show with you. I got two guests. I got JR Box and Coach Dre. Two other greatest, two other finals. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed about their takes today. So at this time, let's bring the fellas up. And we're going to get ready to talk about this thing. We're talking about Shedeur, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, and the situation that he got going on. And we're going to talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado football team getting ready for their first game against Georgia Tech. But at this time, let me bring the fellas up. We got JR Boxing. And we got Coach Dre. What's going on, fellas? I hope everybody have had a wonderful weekend. Happy Sunday to each one of you. I appreciate you for joining me tonight. Let's get right into this thing. Won't hold you long. Just need 55 more minutes and we out of here. All right, let's look at yesterday. The Cleveland Browns, they had their second preseason game, and Dylan Gabriel was the starting quarterback, and he went out there as the starting quarterback because Shedeur is still, I guess, day-to-day with his injury. The head coach decided not to bring him out. Give me your takes and how you think that Dylan Gabriel performed on yesterday with the Cleveland Browns against the Philadelphia Eagles, starting with Coach Drake and then J.R. Bwatts.
I mean, it was decent. I feel like Stefanski called a better plays. I think he went deep down in his playbooks and he set Dylan Gabriel up to succeed. And Dylan still messed it up when you make decisions like throwing. You could have threw the ball away, you throw an interception, then you make another bad play. I don't think the kid's a terrible quarterback. I just don't think he's the right quarterback for that system. Uh, Numbers wise, I guess you could say it was semi even, but I wasn't impressed. He to me he didn't play better than Shedeur played in his first preseason game, but I do believe that Kevin Stefanski called a better football game than he called the first week when Shedeur played. I think the setup is for Dylan Gabriel to be the guy if they don't want to go with Joe Flacco. So, but I mean, all in all, I give him a C plus. All in all, I give him a C plus. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, man. Hey, come on, Coach Dre. We ain't doing that, man. We ain't giving that man no flowers for nothing, man.
Hmm.
He didn't get it done, bro. He didn't get it done. I don't care if he started 8 for 9. He gave away 6 points. Brother, hey, if I could give him that negative F that I had through in the chat, Bwatts, I would have gave him that negative F.
That's
But
tough, yeah.
but going 13 for 18 means something. So you see over my shoulder here, he got a D minus.
Yeah, I saw that.
So look, man. Coach Dre, hey, brother, I love you to death, but ain't no way. Ain't no way. Being a coach, them plays were scripted. And the plays
Right.
that was and the plays that were scripted, ain't no NFL team game after game gonna have no 13-play drive. That just ain't happening. It's too many rooms for mistakes.
It is,
Overall,
but that's my point of saying that you still messed up when you had scripted plays. I mean, he did what the script. Again, I can't fault him for doing what the script said. That's what the fancy wanted to run. But when you go out there and still make it throw a pick six, when you could have easily threw the ball away, I mean that lets me know that you trying to do too much. That mean you
exactly.
pressing too hard. You trying
That
to do
that
too much. That's
that computer processing brain, it failed him right there. Right at that moment, it failed you. Because if you know the offense so much, you knew there shouldn't have been 2 receivers over there in that area. So you scrambling out of the pocket, should just thrown it away. I'm not. No, I ain't cutting him no slack, dog. No slack at all. Dylan Gabriel, at best, is a career backup. And for them to throw out this ESPN tracker, and he got 160 snaps through all the training camp and OTA, 160 snaps. And the best you can do is draw up some check down plays and hand out to the running back. I don't think Dylan Gabriel had one pass over 30 yards with air yards, coach. Not one pass in that game. So what are you evaluating? Are we evaluating the check down? That when the first read is there and the first read happens to win, you can place the ball there. Any NFL quarterback can do that. But when we watching an NFL game, even the great ones like Patrick Mahomes, he got to go off script. You got to be able to work off platform, off script. Dylan Gabriel can't get it done. The brother got a D minus from me. Back to you, B. Watts.
JR, well, JR, when you look at the game, he did what the coach asked him to do. But the play on his field just don't match the narrative around his name that he was a smart quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
gave him script play. His first 10 to 12 plays that he ran was scripted. All of them probably scripted. They want to make him look up to par because they going out that draft, man. They want Dylan Gabriel to be their franchise quarterback. I hate to say it, but that's what they want. That's what Kevin Stefanski wants. But the play on the field just don't add up to that. Because if you look at Shedeur play and his play, it's a big difference. and people that don't play the game and coach the game, they're saying that it's a big difference in his play. So whatever Kevin Stefanski got going on, I don't know. I'm not in the building, but the play on the field, boy, as quarterbacking, he ain't the one. Because if you really put him up against the Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs, even the Philadelphia Eagles, #1 defense, they're gonna take your first read away anyway. So what you
Exactly.
gonna do? I'm talking about you go up against their first team defense, and everybody keep forgetting. Shedeur went up against Carolina first team defense the first two series. First two series or more, he
Hmm.
went against they #1 defense, and also Dylan Gabriel played with some starters yesterday. He played with some starters. The left tackle was a starter. One of the wide receivers was a starter. He just, I'm not gonna kill him just to raise up Shedeur. He did all right. He
About
did all right. But once, but this JR, no, JR, but
no,
this
no,
JR,
no,
JR.
no,
For
no,
once they took
no.
his first read away, he struggled. So that let me know what they saying, the media saying about him, don't match up on the field because he can't read no defense.
And, and that's exactly why I'm gonna get on his head. No Diddy. That's why. Because look, if the Cleveland Browns or Kevin Stefanski or whoever, if you're gonna feed me the narrative to say, and by narrative I mean give give him 160 snaps, and that's the best I can get out of you. I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I
Yeah,
agree with you. I don't need to down Dylan Gabriel to
right,
up Shedeur. But I'm gonna
right,
point out the obvious negatives that Dylan Gabriel possesses. And that's not downing him. That's just something that I viewed from the game. And it's nothing wrong with that, man. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I'll
right,
give Dylan Gabriel credit for two throws. There was two throws that he made that I was like, you know what? That is impressive. It was one from the short hash. He threw it
right,
to a guy on the sideline and he fed
right,
it in a small window because the DB had tight coverage. That was a good one. And then he threw the ball low and away to a tight end over the middle, and the tight end
right,
caught the pass. All the other passes was pitch and catch, Watts. They
right.
was all pitch and catch.
That's
Boom,
what they want. They
pop,
want him to
boom,
look
pop.
good, JR.
That
He
ain't the
just can't.
NFL,
JR,
Watts.
JR. He just came off two of the worst practice it was, right? It's his time to put up. He was on national TV. They had to make it look good.
You know what I wanted to see? I wanted to see five wide. That's what they did with Shedeur when he was backed up in the end zone. No, put Dylan Gabriel out there
Yeah,
five wide and have him stand in that paint with two defenders bearing down on you and make that 25-yard throw in cut from the end zone. I didn't see that, Watts.
okay,
I didn't see it, dog.
okay. Hear me, Coach Dre. If you notice, JR, if y'all notice, when they got to the goal line, they didn't even trust him to throw the ball in the red zone. From the videos that I don't saw, I didn't see the game, but I saw the video. I said, dog, they ran the ball every time they scored down there. It's amazing, man. But
Eh,
so all right, we're gonna start up practice, right? This week. What are the chances that Shedeur run with the #1 offense? You think they'll get them a chance, or you think they're gonna stick with strip?
I mean, this week you getting closer and closer to the season, so there's nothing wrong with Joe Flacco. They just holding Joe Flacco out because he's their guy right now, and they don't want to get him hurt. Uh, I don't know what's up with Kenny Pickett. But no, my answer is no. I don't think he gets any one reps. I hope he gets some two reps, but I definitely don't think he gets any one reps. Uh, Again, I want everybody to be patient. I don't think that we gonna get exactly what we want. But again, I tell everybody want a rainbow, but to get to a rainbow, you gotta have some rain. It's gonna be some hard days. It's not gonna be Shadeur's fault. Because he's done everything to show you that he's ready. Uh, but I don't think he'll get any one reps. I think they're set on Joe Flacco. I think Stefanski is set on Dylan Gabriel. but what I'm telling y'all is Stefanski also knows that he's putting his job on the line. These first 6 games, if Stefanski go out here and go 0-6, 1-5, he will be fired by
Yep.
that bye. And the quarterback coach will be probably the interim head coach, and Shedeur Sanders will be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. But I'm just not getting myself hyped up that he gonna get some 1 reps. If he do, I'll be excited. But I'm just like I said, I'm just patiently waiting. I play this game. I know it's politics in football, guys, and I want y'all to understand that y'all done seen it. They done showed it to y'all, and that's what they're gonna keep trying to show y'all. But they also setting Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco up for failure because when you get to Cleveland and they're not winning and they don't look good, all you gonna hear is "We want Shedeur." You gonna see the guys throwing up the wrist sign, and y'all also have to understand that in the NFL, the players really run the football team, and the players can overstep the head coach and go to the GM or the owner. And what I know from what I see is Myles Garrett, Judy, and those guys, they want Shedeur Sanders to looks like to me to be their quarterback. So no, on the question, I don't think he gets 1 reps this week. I hope he gets some 2 reps, but no, I don't think he get 1 rep. Go ahead, bro.
I agree. I agree with some of what Coach Dre saying. Look, I don't think Jared Judy wants Shador to be the number 1 guy. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's a contract year for Jared Judy. He trying to get paid, so he wants somebody that's gonna feed him the ball, and that just ain't advantageous for him to have a rookie starting, whether it's Shador or Dylan Gabriel. I'm gonna keep it a buck. So Jared Judy then already said I want Kenny Pickett. He said that
Yeah.
early. He said that early out the gate.
Yeah.
Because he wants somebody with experience. And I feel him on that. I can't blame him because I ain't trying to dip in your pockets. I understand that. But for Joe Flacco, look, he the first guy, man. He the first guy off the bench. Everything Coach Gray said, Kevin Stefanski coaching for a job, like that's true. So you gonna put Joe Flacco out there because I don't have to teach Joe Flacco anything. Joe Flacco going into his 18th NFL season. What more can you teach him? I don't have to fix anything. All I have to do is install and just keep it moving. I know Joe Flacco, for the most part, not going to go out there and lose me the game. Now, he may not win it, but he ain't going to lose it. So that's the thing when you deal with rookies. They can lose you the game by trying to be the hero, right? Because they trying to make a name for himself. Joe Flacco, he a made man. He don't need to make no name for himself. If the Browns cut Joe Flacco tomorrow, I guarantee you, Joe Flacco get picked up by another NFL team. You cannot discredit 17 years of past NFL experience. That goes a mile. Now for Shedeur didn't earn the right to have second string reps. He didn't earn that right. So if I'm looking at this depth chart coming out, barring his health, because he's dealing with the oblique situation. Barring his health, I'm looking at the depth chart. It should be Joe Flacco. It should be Shedeur Sanders. It should be Dylan Gabriel, then Kenny Pickett, because we ain't seen nothing from you, Pickett. Just keeping it buck. You incomplete. You see over my shoulder, number 8. He incomplete. Joe Flacco, incomplete. Everybody that had grade school kids or got grandbabies, you look at their report cards and it'll have an incomplete on the subject because they ain't doing that subject yet. Well, it's incomplete because they ain't doing the subject. They ain't in the preseason yet. So Shedeur didn't earn the reps to get second string. Now, first string, like I said, that's a lot of experience ahead of you. If Shedeur would have went out there and said, like he said on national TV, Daddy, I kind of let you down, man. I ain't take full advantage of. Yeah, he knows some throws he left out there, man. He knows a read or two he left out there. So if he would have went out there and threw for, 70% or something like that, then I would have been standing on the table. Hey, give my dog first team reps. Hey, you're gonna get fired anyway, Kevin Stefanski. Go get fired gunning it. But a sensible person would look at the game and realize to say, all right, they're gonna go with Joe Flacco, do the experience, because you still gotta coach these young guys. We ain't coaching Joe Flacco. He getting first team. Shedeur should get second team bar in the injury. And then however you want to put them last two guys, they interchangeable in my opinion, Bwatts.
All right. I appreciate y'all for that. You know, I gotta go, y'all. I don't mind doing that, but Joe ain't it. He might be, but to them, that all that experience. I'm like, experience don't mean nothing. You just got experience, but if this guy out there performing, you would not see it. I was looking at another podcast. I did a show on them earlier. They said, look like Kevin Stefanski is going off the quarterback who's doing on the chalkboard instead of the quarterback who's doing on the field. That's a big difference. That's a losing. That is a losing recipe for a city if you're going off defense, but not production on the field. And when I look at Kenny Pickett doing exactly what his team telling him to do. Just ride it out, don't play. We're gonna get paid. Make them make the decision. Put the ball in the general manager's hand. So
Absolutely.
when you look at Kenny Pickett's situation, Coach Dre, you think he's making the right decision?
Yeah, because what he doing is he doing what's best for him. If I go out there and look bad, I might not get picked up.
Yep.
But if I keep saying I got an injury, I'm still a veteran. I still got experience. If these two rookies still keep looking good like they have, and they cut me now, all people can go off of is my past experience, not what they saw. If I go out there and play bad, so I think he's playing. I think he's playing the game like it's supposed to be played. I'm not gonna play no games. I believe that his team's already reached out to Kenny Pickett, asking him, is he really hurt? Can he play? If they picked him up, would he be able to come in and back up or be able to pick up the playbook quick enough? So I believe that Pickett is doing the right thing because I think he sees the writing on the wall. I do really think that Pickett got hurt first. I think he just didn't rush himself back, and once
Yeah.
Shedeur kind of took off, he was like, yeah, okay, maybe I'm not better than this kid, or I already see the cities behind him. I see the general managers behind him. Hey, I'm probably not going to get my spot back. Dylan Gabriel, on the other hand, knew I had to get my butt back out here and play because I don't have the resume that Pickett got. I don't have any NFL experience for them to be trying to shop me around. So we got about a week and a half before they get down to the final roster, and I think Pickett is doing what he's supposed to do to make sure that he can ensure that he'll have a job if the Cleveland Browns let him go. So I think he's playing it right.
Yeah.
Everything you said, Coach Dre, I agree with. Look, I don't know if y'all seen the jobs report, but it ain't up. It's down lately. That's just across America. You know what I'm saying? So look, Kenny Pickett, he looking for job security, man. You got traded for a fifth round pick. So your value is going down significantly. Because the next time they trade you, it's gonna be for a sixth or a seventh round or a conditional pick. So that just lets you know how much an organization values you. I traded you for a fifth round guy. That means your head is on the chopping block. Oh, and by the way, we didn't pick up your 50 option. So Kenny Pickett's team is telling what Coach Dre said. Look, man, ain't no rush to come back. What Bwatts said. Look, man, let the organization make the decision. You did enough in practice to at least make the decision hard. Now, whether they want to go in the year with 4 quarterbacks, that's totally up to them. Last year, Cleveland Browns played 5 quarterbacks, so who knows? They may call me up tomorrow. I've been getting my shoulder ready, coach. So I'm just saying, Bwatts. So when we look at the whole situation, Kenny Pickett a smart man. He a
I
smart
know,
man. Look,
hey,
I
he
can't
really
hate.
don't want me to cover Cleveland then.
Bruh, Kenny Pickett a smart man. Hey, play hurt. Let them make the hard decision. Because if you go out there and stink up the joint, you make the easy decision for them.
Yeah. Okay. My last question. They got 6 quarterbacks. They're gonna take all 6 of the first game.
You can't. You can't. I think they let the kid go that they picked up when everybody was hurt. I think he gets let go this week. Uh, and then coming down to that last draw, it'll be between to me, the only person you can let go is Pickett right now. Uh, as much as JR don't want to hear this, I think Gabriel did enough to hang around. You don't have nothing to see from Pickett. And Dylan Gabriel did start off good with the scripted plays. And JR, what we got to understand is that's what most NFL teams go with. The first 20, 15 to 25 plays, they scripted. They gonna work that script all week. Now the rest of the game is the feel of how did these plays that we ran these first 15 to 25, how did they go? How did they look? The good ones we'll come back to maybe, but the first 15 to 25 they're gonna be scripted. And Dylan Gabriel showed you with a script I can do okay, but he also showed you with a script I'll go out there and make some bonehead plays. But Kenny Pickett has done nothing but look halfway decent in practice. So I think they get rid of one this week, and then I think Kenny Pickett gets let go, maybe even traded before the 26th for the last cut. You go into the season with 4 quarterbacks, and that's counting Deshaun Watson, who we know not playing this year. So that's what I.
Who go to the practice squad? Or they not gonna do that? You don't think? That's a gap.
I don't know.
Practice squad.
Well, like you say, the other kid you could keep him for the practice squad. If they don't cut him this week, then that's what I figure will happen. He'll stay for the practice squad, but that's just a lot. I know y'all don't want to hear this. They might try Shedeur with that. They really might.
Hey, that's why I ain't going to
Nah,
I really,
I'm serious, bro.
nah.
Okay, let me try to convince you with this. They want Kenny Pickett to be the starter, but he came up injured, right? They knew Flacco was there. He did them with them 2 years ago. They picked him. Kevin Stefanski is friends with the oil coach, talked to him, and he knows DG. That's why DG got over 150 some passing during training camp since he's been there. They want him to be a Pickett bag up just in case Kenny Pickett can't go.
Bwatts, that sound like,
and that leaves you with Shedeur, who's the only was the G pick.
that sound good.
And I ain't for remember, Shedeur still haven't got no #1 rep with the team.
He didn't get #1 reps because of where he got selected. That's just how I go, Bwatts.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you just answered the question about that, like that, where he got drafted.
Yeah,
they keep saying that he's a development quarterback. They keep saying that. What you do with a development quarterback, Coach Drake?
Hey, listen.
You put him on the practice squad.
Hey, listen. Did you hear Coach? Now I know we're gonna get to Colorado, but did you hear Coach Prime yesterday say, "Don't get upset if I put you on the practice squad"? Because of the simple fact is, because of the simple fact is, I get to go against. Hold on, because you get to go against the #1s every week. That is where y'all gonna see the maturation of Shedeur Sanders. I'm gonna take some nobodies and go against the one defense, and I'm gonna be eating y'all alive to the point to where people gonna be looking like, yeah, he probably need to be on the football field. Again, Stefanski can't go out there. He gotta save face, Jr. So you gonna make DG you gonna make DG your scout team quarterback?
Exactly. This what's gonna happen. This what's
politics,
gonna happen,
man. It's politics. I don't thought about it. It's politics, man.
They are not, and by they, I mean the Cleveland Browns will not take any quarterback to the practice squad. They'll carry all 4 quarterbacks into the year. They're going to cut.
All the way they can do that, they have to put Kenny Pickett on the aisle.
No.
It's the first game. That's the only way.
They can take as many quarterbacks as they want into a regular season. Now that may unbalance the rest of your team, but that's what they're gonna do because nobody has separated themselves. Deshaun Watson is already gonna start off on the PUP list, physically unable to perform. He can't go out there. So he already shelved. They gonna cut the other dude, Tyler Huntley. He cut. So when Kevin Stefanski said it multiple times, look, we're seriously considering taking 4 quarterbacks into the regular season. It sounds idiotic to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, what? Who do that? It's because he want to save face. Because I drafted and I, as the coach, believe in Dylan Gabriel. But his performance on the field dictates that he is not ready. So instead of putting Dylan Gabriel on the practice squad, you know what he gonna do? We just gonna carry 4 quarterbacks in. That's what we gonna do. And if Kenny Pickett get healthy, then Kenny Pickett will assume the second string place after Joe Flacco. Now Joe Flacco can go out there and go 500. Win the first 3, lose the second 3, or 1-1, 2-3, whatever. But he may go 500, and they may decide, you know what? We just keep him around and ride out the season. But what we know about the NFL, injuries are 100%. Joe Flacco is bound to get hurt because that's just the way Cleveland Browns style of football. They ain't got Nick Chubb back there to pound the rock. You saw when Nick Chubb got hurt? Deshaun Watson running for his life. That's how he busted that Achilles, running for his life. That offensive line ain't together.
Let me ask you a question.
They're going to go through quarterbacks.
Okay. Don't they, when they put a player on the practice squad, anybody can come and get them to put them on their 53-man roster, right?
Exactly.
They don't even have to trade for them or nothing like that, dude.
Nothing. All they got to do is call the organization and get that release. That's it. That's why they're not going to push Shedeur. Yeah, they're not going to put him on 50.
They make too much money.
They're not going to do that. Why would they not going to do that?
I'm saying it's a possibility. They probably just don't care.
If they might as well just cut them. If they're going to, what's the point of us putting you on the roster? Because at that point, it's up to the player to stay with the team. If your agent call you and say, hey, Green Bay calling and they got a spot for you, Shedeur could be like, all right, well, cool. I'll just go to Green Bay and just develop there then. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the player at that point. And most of them players, they feel like, well, I did enough to at least make the roster. Every player feel like that. So a lot of them just take it and they leave. Especially if another team is offering you a spot on the 53-man roster. They going to leave. They ain't going to stay behind being on practice squad. I'm not going to get paid $20,000 a week when I could be clearing $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. So, no, they're not putting Shedeur on a practice squad now. They'll go into the season with 4 QBs just to spite themselves, to say, yeah, we made a mistake, but we not going to confess to the mistake being made. So just bring all 4 quarterbacks ahead. And what we'll do, we'll just go with 1 less defensive lineman. We paying Myles Garrett enough. We'll just go with 1 less defensive lineman. Instead of carrying 12, we're going to carry 11 or whatever the magic number is, however they want to build a roster. They just take 1 less defensive lineman. Highest paid person on the team is the defensive lineman. You can take 1 less of those guys and tell Myles Garrett, we need more from you because you getting paid the most.
I appreciate it. Down at Little John 199 going into the season. You have to have you and a emergency quarterback. I appreciate that, B-Dog. Travis Hunter didn't play today. Was an injury. Do you think playing both ways is too much pressure on his body since his body is not that big? Or I think they need to reach out to Coach Ryan to see how they need to practice him, because I think he practiced every day at Colorado, right? They gave him a break. So
He did.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they did. He did practice every day. I think if this was a regular season game today, Travis could have played. That's the word I got from Jacksonville. That if it was a real game, he probably could have played. They just didn't want to risk him going out there. He wanted to play. I do think that they have to get to a place where they can rest his body on Monday. Most NFL teams they're off on Monday. They go back to work on Tuesday. I think he needs to rest Monday and Tuesday it depends on how many snaps he get. Again, I was told that they reached out to Colorado. Now I don't know if they talked to Coach Prime themselves, but I was told that they did reach out to the medical staff at the University of Colorado to find out how they treated Travis' body and things of that nature. But I think if it was a regular season game, he would have played today. I just think they're just being more cautious. He the guy in Jacksonville. You ain't gonna put butts in the seat. The 12 ain't playing. So I think that he's just getting used to the NFL. And again, I haven't seen a day where he did not practice, and I know for sure it was days that Coach Prime didn't let Travis just came out in his jersey and got mental reps. He didn't practice. I think that's one of the biggest things that the Jaguars gonna have to learn. It's gonna have to be days where he just come out there and just take mental reps. I know it's hard to do it in the NFL because you got the veterans going every day, but I bet your best players ain't doing that. So Travis got to get that treatment right now. So I think he's okay. He'll be ready for week one.
Mm.
Yeah, look, I'm same way with you, Coach Dre, but I got a little bit of a different twist on it. From a precautionary standpoint, absolutely. It's no reason to play him in the preseason. That's a $40 million athlete on your team. I believe he got all his money guaranteed. So that's 40 million. He probably what the second highest paid player on the team or something like that as a total when it
Third,
comes to
third,
money.
third. I think he's
Third.
third. I think he's third right now. Yes, sir.
There you go. Third. So it's no reason to put the third highest paid player in your organization in harm's way for a preseason exhibition game. Look, they got what they want to see out of him from the film, whether it be in practice or the small amount of reps he got during that first preseason game. So they're not looking to get anything more from Travis Hunter. So you probably won't see him in the last preseason game. As far as injury goes, B Watts, look, that's a part of football. All right. The one thing I hate that what the Jacksonville Jaguars did is they lied to Travis Hunter. And what I mean by that is that they telling them, be yourself, because we want to play you both sides and all of that. They don't want to do that, dog. They don't want to play that man both sides of the ball. They don't. Because if they want to play on both sides of the ball, he would have got more snaps on the defensive side during the first preseason game. That was the time to play him. Play him all the way to the third quarter if you wanted to. Let him get out there. Let him understand the defensive concepts during the actual game. They don't want to play him both sides. Now, they may be telling us, yeah, and they may be telling Travis, yeah, they don't want to play. They want to put points on the board. That's been Jacksonville's problem. They can't score. I watch them twice a year play against my Texans. They can't score the football. They got Travis Hunter to help score points. Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr., they couldn't score points last year. Go look how many points they scored per game. They couldn't do it. That's why they were no good. Defensively, they middle of the road. They had a lot of veterans there last year, but they can't score points. So, again, that's the only thing I hate thus far what Jacksonville did. They should have just, hey, man, look, we drafted you to be a receiver because the NFL is about scoring points. They can say defense wins championships, yada, yada, yada. You got to score points to get to the championship. That's just a part of it. They should have just sat Travis down and said, look, we understand that you have a deep passion to play both sides of the football. We're going to work towards that. But for right now, we need you in this capacity for the team. We'll get to the other part, but we need you here first because ain't no fun when you're in the cold tub. It's not. And that's one thing about Travis. He don't like to be hurt. He don't like to sit on the bench. Quickest way to sit on the bench is to be hurt in street clothes.
Mm.
Jacksonville need to tell that young man the truth. Hey, man, we want you to play on offense because we want to score points. They traded Christian Kirk, their second receiver. They traded him Tight end, Ingram, gone. They traded him. They ain't got nobody but Brian Thomas. You double him, who the other receivers? Nobody. Travis Hunter. That's why they drafted him. Tell the truth, Jacksonville, and let Travis focus on the offensive side of the ball. I'm not saying that he can't do both, chat, because we didn't seen it. But what I'm saying is Jacksonville needs to be more upfront with him and say, this is why we drafted you, and we need you to do this first for us, the organization.
Well, I don't think I don't think they lied to him. I just think that Trevor Lawrence has made it abundantly clear that he needs him on the offensive side of the ball. I think he said it in his press conference. A 12 got
Mm-hmm.
to be over here. So I think they had every intentions of maybe being 8-70-30. But when Trevor Lawrence, the guy who makes all the money in Jacksonville and who on the chopping block and who people saying if he can't get it done this year, let him go, is saying, hey, I need to have him on the field. I think that put the new head coach in the mind frame of, hey, I got a defense. I know y'all might need him because we see what he can do over there. But hey, the golden goose want him over here. And again, I keep want y'all to understand that the NFL is not like college. The head coach does not have the final say. He ain't the end all be all. He don't make them decisions like that. There is somebody who can tell them, hey, listen, this is what we doing. This is what I want to see. If you ain't gonna do what I want, I'll fire you. So the head coach doesn't have the absolute power like he does in college and things of that nature. So I think Trevor Lawrence coming out and saying something made it a lot more abundant for Shaw for the owner Khan to say, hey guys, hey my $1 million cows, my $100 million dude saying we need Travis on offense more for him to be more productive. I'm paying this kid all this money. We need to do that. Not try to do that. We need to do that. So I don't know if they necessarily lied to him as much as when Trevor Lawrence came out and said what he said and let you know he done witness said something to the front office. You don't say nothing in the media. Most guys, they don't say stuff in the media if they haven't passed it by the front office. So I think that's why when he said that, it came on out. Go ahead, Bwatts.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Chat. I'm talking to the chat. Talking to the chat. Is it good for Travis Hunter to play both sides of the ball in the NFL? Say simple yes or no, or just say yes, it's okay. I'm play both. All right, Coach Drake. When you look at who else? Jim Horn Jr. I didn't get on. Y'all get in. I didn't. Did he play this weekend? Anybody know?
I don't
He
I don't
played.
know. I hadn't talked. He played. Okay, I didn't know I hadn't talked to him. I've been so busy, so I normally talk to him. I hadn't talked to him this week, but I mean, I'm not worried about Jimmy. Jimmy high up on the 53 man roster. We ain't worried about getting cut, so
Yeah,
we good. I don't
he
think
played.
the only guys that we're worried about getting to the 26 is Cam Simmons, Craig, B.J. Green, and to me, that's about it. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. I think that Shiloh got his spot sold up. I think Will Shepard has went into Green Bay and showed that he can be a guy. Jimmy and Lejante, I think they sold. I know they sold up. So the only people I'm worried about right now is BJ and Silman Craig making it to the 26. I'm the only guys I'm worried about.
Yeah, yeah, I mean he played. Look, they played against my Texans. And he was out there. And the good thing for Jimmy Horn is that Hunter Renfro, he ain't look good. He didn't. He looked like he looked like he lost his step. The old Hunter Renfro that was back at Clemson with Deshaun Watson, cutting up on Alabama, catching the game touchdown, the game winning touchdown. He ain't look like that Hunter Renfro no more. He looks slow. Now he's still crafty, but he looks slow. And so that helped Jimmy because what's happening with the Panthers right now, old Rocket, uh Andy Dalton got hurt. So the quarterback that Jimmy was accustomed to receiving reps from, so he ain't played. He got hurt. So the thing that's hurting Jimmy getting open, it's on film, he open, but Jimmy not the first read. So the quarterback got to go through his progression first, second, Jimmy is often the third read.
Oh, okay.
That second, third string line, offensive line, they not giving the quarterback enough time to get to the third read. So Jimmy getting open, he just can't get, you know what I'm saying? He ain't getting no targets. But it's
Right.
on film that he's getting open. But what helped Jimmy was Hunter Renfro. He looked old and slow. He cutting up in training camp down here because they talking about it all on TV here in North Carolina. Oh, Hunter Renfro, we signed him, da 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 da. And he out there dicing him up in training camp. Then you get in the game, it ain't the same. He don't look the same. So Jimmy's speed, his athleticism, that's gonna keep him to the 26. Now he gonna play in his third preseason game, and he probably gonna get a lot of reps. That's gonna be big for Jimmy. So he got to come out, can't have no drops. You got to go through. You got to run them routes full speed all the time. You got to block. Got to do all of this stuff. But Jimmy just not getting the looks. And the quarterback that they signed instead of Andy Dalton, Bryce Perkins. I don't know if that's good for Jimmy or not because Bryce Perkins, he a running quarterback. He run first, so I don't know if that's gonna help him or not. But what I'm shocked at is that they haven't given Jimmy more opportunities on punt return. That's what I'm shocked at. Now he on kickoff, punt return. I'm kind of shocked he ain't getting no punt return reps, but I think he'll be okay to still make the 53-man roster.
Okay. Well, let's switch over and talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado football team getting ready for Georgia Tech in about 2 more weeks. For what you have seen from Reach the People, Well Off, Deep Game Show, what have y'all seen that have been played out so far with the Colorado football team?
That as much as I hate to tell you this, Bwatts, either 29 or 20 starting at running back. It ain't gonna be 7. I'm just being honest with you. 29 or 20 gonna be the guy out there at running back. That's what I see. Every time I turn on the TV, I see Trackhawk or Michael Welch running somebody over, breaking runs. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I haven't seen 7 like that in practice.
He
So
been
I don't
hurt.
know if he hurt.
Coach Prime said he
Yeah, okay,
hurt.
Yeah.
okay. I didn't. Okay. So that's what I was saying. I just talked. Okay, so that's why I was. That's the thing I was worried about. Uh, we got a great 1, 2, 3. We got a great 4 punch at wide receiver. Old Miller, Sincere Brown, Draylon Miller, and Isaiah Hodge right now. And then you got to throw Q6 in there. I'm impressed with that kid. Every time I turn on the film, he's making great catches. And you can you gotta hey, I'm gonna tell you a kid who surprises me every time I turn on the tape. But I told people and people thought I was kidding. Caleb Mathis is a route technician. And he's running with the twos. He's been getting a couple of reps with the ones here and there. So I was very happy to see that. I think we a little nicked up on the offensive line, but I've still been impressed with 70 with a Hill and Seaton. And then the Cray Cray crew, they've been doing the Cray Cray things. Them boys, I don't know what, but them boys need help. Wiggins and French. I'm gonna put number 3 in there too. He in the Cray Cray group. But I'm very pleased with what I see. I wasn't happy with yesterday beginning of practice when you got to stop practice and run and get penalties on special teams. I wasn't really thrilled with them having to do that. But you have practices like that. You have,
Mhm.
sometimes they come out sluggish, they come out slow and lethargic, and you got to get them in check. And I like the way Coach Prime stopped practice, started over, so they can get it right. And once he started over, hit that reset button, we looked there a lot better. But I've been impressed with both quarterbacks. But I've been really impressed. I see why my man Bwatts is high on Salter with the running ability and the technique, and you can see Coach Prime wanting to run.
Yeah.
I heard him a
Yeah.
couple times say, "Run! What you doing? That's what we bought you here for. Run!" Uh, so I've been impressed, but I've been impressed with the way Juju been throwing the ball. And so you got to be happy with the way we look all the way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Oh no, go ahead, B. Watts. Go ahead.
I'm saying, don't get this twisted, Coach Dre. Everybody from day one gonna be that man. Them gonna be him. Coach Prime them said we got some people nicked up, we got hurt, but we know they good. We know him. Got a running back. He gonna be that bad kind of running back. Now I do like Trey Hall. I like him too. Until number 4 turned him around and when he came to that middle. Oh, okay, JR. But I'm just saying, when I look at Colorado overall, I like the coaching staff, how they have developed each room on the team. So in case you might have an injury, who knows? That's football. That's coming on with physical contact. The next man up, you really won't have to say, oh man. I mean, as long as Jordan C don't go down, I'm good. I'm good. As long as Jordan C don't go down, I'm good. And did that mean? As long as Jordan C, case off. I think I'm good. I think we can win the Big 12 with it if they don't go down. It ain't anybody else. Anybody else? If them two get hurt, they ain't gonna win the Big 12.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean, look, I like the way the program. I like where the program is right now.
Time out. I'm sorry. Who is number 20?
On what, defense?
It's 20 or 27. Somebody on defense. Is it number 9? He played defensive back.
If it's number 9, that's that dude Tyrekus Davis, or I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
I don't know how to pronounce his first name. He'll transfer. Number 9 to transfer.
Boy, that's who out there doing it for him. He out there doing it, whoever he is.
Yeah. But if you're talking about number 20 on like defense, then that's a freshman here, a true freshman, Noah King. But
okay.
Okay. But what I like about the team overall is the depth that we have. Look, they got nice pieces in a lot of spots and a lot of critical spots of a team. One of the receivers that Coach Dre didn't mention, Quanell Farrakhan X, he been making plays every single day at practice. JoJo Williams is making plays every single day. So they're deep in a lot of areas. To me, it's clear that K Salt is the number 1 quarterback. I know Coach Prime was kind of stringing it along from the Big 12 Media Day and stuff like that. It's clear.
Come on, bro.
It's clear that K Salt is the number 1 quarterback. And I'm just going based off of what I see. I'm just going based off what I see. Not saying Juju is not extremely talented. He is extremely talented.
Yeah, he talented.
But what K Salt can do, K Salt gonna be able to take more risk because he's more experienced in NCAA football. Juju gonna. What's that?
I know he's experienced. No, he's talented.
No, he gonna take risks too. When you are experiencing something, you tend to take risks. I mean, that's just what it is. If you would have cut on the tape from Julian Lewis' freshman year playing varsity to his junior year this past year playing varsity, you'll probably see 2 different quarterbacks. The risks are a little bit greater when you are comfortable completely in that position. Juju the real deal, but K Salt got that experience. He gonna take a risk that Juju may not feel comfortable taking, especially early in the season. Coach, you saw that last year with DJ Lagway in Florida. Extremely talented guy, but he wasn't taking the risk that he was taking towards the end of the season because he got comfortable towards the end of the season. Beginning of the season, I'm going to check it down. I'm going to check it be 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. K Salt going to take them risks. And he, more times than not, he'll probably hit on the risk that he decides to take. Same thing with Shedeur last year. If you watch Shedeur at Jackson State his first year, he hit a lot of check downs to the tight end. You look at Shedeur last year, Shedeur will extend the play and throw it 50 yards downfield. He wasn't doing that his first year at Jackson State. Come on, let's keep it a buck. But I like the depth of the team at multiple positions. My biggest concern is the right cornerback position. Who playing opposite of DJ McKinney? They didn't have Tion. They didn't started with RJ. They didn't put Tion in there. Now you got Davis making a way for him, making a name for himself. So who is Coach what's his name? Mathis. Who Coach Mathis gonna put out there at the other corner position? Two of them sold up. You got DJ McKinney and you got what's his name?
Hodge.
Hodge. You got them two positions sold up. They still got to figure out who playing opposite. They got to figure that out. So
Tafik Byers. I got Tafik Byers, and I'm with you on the cornerback spot. I like all three of them guys. Right now, I'm going with RJ though. Right now, I'm going with RJ, but I got Tafik. Well, hold on. I got Stoudemire, Byers. I mean, Preston in the nickel. I got Stoudemire, Byers, and I got RJ right now.
yeah, I mean that's my biggest concern. Who gonna be over there? Because I can only go off what I see. It's been a heavy rotation on that side.
Man, majority of the time,
RJ, TA, and Davis. Yeah, you saw that last video. You saw that scrimmage. Bwatts.
Yeah, I beat him on the slant.
He got beat on the slant, and he got beat on the blur downfield.
How many times
I don't know.
got beat that JR?
It wasn't on camera recent, so I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't on camera recent.
What, TR when it comes through the thing. What?
So
go ahead, though, man.
But yeah, that's my biggest concern right there. Who gonna play that opposite corner position? But I think all the rest of the positions are coming on very nicely. There's a freshman that's standing out on that defensive line. He gonna be in the two deep, and that's the young man from IMG Academy by way of Atlanta, Georgia. He gonna be in that two deep. I think he has climbed over Sam Okunlola because you see him a lot.
Man, what's going on with him?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's something going on. Look like he be chasing himself. He that man on the field that throw down his arm. I said, what's going on with him, man?
I don't know.
Tell you what's going on. That number 49 came through.
I mean, look,
whoever number 49 is, what, playing outside the Arden Walker.
Yep.
Wiggins. That's Wiggins. Wiggins, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wiggins.
Yeah, he in the great. Yeah. Wiggins came and got his spot. George, he loads more talent. They know that talent now. They don't brought it out on JR. So I like him now.
Yeah.
Now, who they bag up gonna be? I ain't what name too much.
Wade.
Yeah,
Wade and Sam. Yeah, he been there. Sam. You know, Wade been there. Wade is. I mean, Sam just ain't. I mean, Sammy Sachs just ain't look good. I mean, he ain't look good on tape. But I still got. Huh?
Well, he was injured. Got there late, right?
No, he was injured. Sammy been there. Sammy Sachs been there. He just was injured last year. Him and Wade was coming off an injury, but I mean Wiggins and Alden Walker they guys that just stayed the course. Like I be telling y'all, just stay the course. They didn't get frustrated. They didn't get upset last year. They just stayed the course, knew that their time was coming, and they taking full advantage of their opportunity. And I right now when I see the ones out there, that's who I see 49 and 50 and Alden Walker out there with Big Barnes and like I say, that's another spot we got to talk about, that defensive tackle spot. I mean, they've been going with a lot of guys. Everybody been playing 99, 94. It ain't been the same guy.
90, 92. Yeah.
I mean, and Coach Prime is really on them boys. And they said they were going to have to make some tough decisions this week about the defensive line. So
I didn't grade now. Y'all seen the grade on the board?
Well, Prime said it's been a lot of threes. You know, that's just average.
Ooh.
Prime say it's been a lot of threes, so I know he wasn't pleased with some of the grades, but I think it's some of the off the field as well, from what I can tell from the way Coach Prime talking. And then if you heard Corey give his speech the other day about it's the off the field stuff about being on time and looking the part, and NFL scouts here looking at y'all, and they not just looking at y'all tendencies off the field. They can be sitting in the car seeing if you get to what time you get to the facility, what time you leave in the facility. They doing all kind of stuff, And we trying to tell you because we already done talked to the scouts, and y'all still ain't doing it. And like he told them, I'm missing out on stuff with my son to make sure y'all straight, and y'all don't want to sacrifice and give it your all. So it's some of the little stuff right now that I think some of our guys are hurting with, and that's always the case when you want to be great. Again, I keep telling you to be. It's really easy to be great, but you got to be willing to serve. I say that again. It's real easy to be great. You got to be willing to serve, and a lot of people not willing to serve. They just want something given to them because you was a 5-star, you was this or you was that. Deion Sanders and his staff ain't going for that. You got to come out here and earn it. And so I think some of the guys are getting taught some tough lessons right now. And like I said, we'll see uh, once once Georgia Tech come around. Another guy I haven't seen out there a lot, Cam McHale. I was high on my guy, but I haven't.
He broke
I
his
saw him for the first. Huh?
He got a broke finger. They got him on special team now.
Oh, okay.
Him and
So
Tim on special team.
I mean, but again, one thing I know is that Farrakhan X, Quentin Gibson, Caleb Mathis, these guys have took advantage of their opportunities this fall camp. Those would be the three guys that I would say that I've seen that's really impressed me besides Wiggins and guys that already been there that I knew were going to be those guys. Uh, those guys have really impressed this fall camp.
Yeah. Uh, who's your who gonna be your breakout player of the year on the offensive side and the defensive side?
My breakout player on the offensive side, it's probably gonna be K Salt. I mean, he gonna have the ball in his hand the most. The offense will look, a little different just due to the fact that he has the ability to run. So I think it's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no, no, no,
designed.
no. Let me rephrase again. Who will be somebody we haven't talked about a breakout player?
Okay. Somebody we ain't talking about. I think we didn't
Somebody
talk
we
about
don't
that.
overlook. Last three players that Coach Ray named.
Like what one of them freshmen or something like that. I mean,
I mean,
look,
anybody who
if
you
we were
think.
to go, I would say probably the breakout player. Then I would have to give it to a running back, and I'll go with I'll go with Trackhawk. I mean,
He look good, man.
yeah,
He look good.
he'll be a breakout player. He'll
Man, you see
bet,
how fast he hit that sideline. I thought he was going out of bounds. He didn't go out of bounds. He kept going.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
definitely think he'll be the breakout player because look, with the emphasis to run the ball, right? They've been talking about it. Even the players been talking about it, run, and stuff like that. With the emphasis to run the ball, but I think he'll be more the third down change of pace back. So I think Trackhawk will have that opportunity to make a big impact on the team, whether it be as a third down back or on kickoff return because he is on kickoff return as well. So I think he'll be the one to probably make a big impact. And then from the defensive side, I think the person that's going to make an impact on the defensive side, I really think it's going to be Barnes this year. Right? Look, last year Barnes, I don't know what Barnes went through like last year, but the expectation didn't meet production on the field. I think this year production is going to meet the expectation. I think he's going to produce. So I can easily see him being the anchor on the defensive line and everybody on that defensive line kind of feeding off of how he goes because he's going to be the one. Not the two. He gonna be the one. He gonna be on first team, and he has transformed his body to be a guy that can play for 3 downs. So I give it to Trackhawk and the Barnes. That'll be the guys I would pick.
What about you, Coach Ray?
There's a guy that we haven't talked about, but I've been liking what I see. The kid that transferred from Florida State, Williams, the receiver 5. He's been looking nice, catching slant routes, getting open, showing that he can get open. I like him a lot on offense. And for defense, for me, it's gonna be Cray Cray. I think French is gonna be that lightning switch for the defense. He gonna bring that energy. He gonna be the guy that rallies the team up. I just like the way he plays with that energy and that fearlessness. So for me, it'd be Walker Williams, just because I think people haven't talked about it because we got such a great room of receivers. Same thing with JoJo Williams. We just got a great room of receivers, but French on defense for him, Williams and French on defense for me.
Oh man, okay. Wait, that's an he came from Florida State, right?
Hmm.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I seen him.
Yes, sir. Williams. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Williams. He came from Florida State. Yeah, he was the
Oh,
guy who.
what's going on with Timmy, man?
Huh?
What's going on with Timmy?
I don't know. I
He
don't
got
know.
an
Every
attitude.
time I see him here,
They tell me what's going on. That's why I'm saying you might need more. I keep getting feedback.
I I I,
Attitude.
I haven't. When I see him when I get the little glimpses of him and stuff, he ain't never in pads and stuff. I don't know, bro. I really don't know. I thought he was having such a great summer. He had such a good spring. I thought it was gonna translate into the fall, but right now he's falling behind in the depth chart. Like I say, I don't have him in my. If you ask me my top 10 receivers right now, it's sad to say that Timmons wouldn't be in it.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Timmons wouldn't be in it. And I say for you to play right now, you have to be in that top 10 to 8. And right now Timmons wouldn't be in it. So I really don't know Bwatts. That's one kid right now that I thought he was gonna be ready to go this year and really to prove himself, but I haven't seen him at all in fall camp. Maybe a couple times, but I haven't seen him at all.
Man, that's great. All right. That's why we out here. When you look, excuse me, when you look at the Georgia Tech game, what will Georgia Tech, what would be, how I want to word this, what would be the key to stopping them, either on offense or defense, of them winning the game? What side of the ball would give Colorado the most trouble?
We gotta stop them on offense. We can't let them have big plays. Uh, when I go back and I remember the games that I watched from Georgia Tech, when they get the momentum going and they get big plays, they offense is hard to stop. They believe in themselves when they get themselves going. When if you go watch games where they didn't play well, they couldn't make big plays. The other team's defense really came to play and stopped them from making big plays. So that's what I'm expecting from my defense, for us to go out there and make them have 30 longs, make it a long day for them, 3 and outs, and things of that nature, and not let them make big plays. If we let them get momentum, we let them make big plays. We in for a long day. We in for a long day at the bank. So I'm more. That's where they can hurt us is on offense. They have the weapons on offense. But I like our matchups on defense. So we just got to stop them from making big plays. Play inside the scheme. Be coachable. I think that Coach Livingston gonna have a great play, a great scheme ready for Georgia Tech. So if we can stop them from making big plays, keep them to 3 and out, I think we'll be just fine. But their offense is what scares me the most.
Uh, I'm not really. I'm not really concerned about Georgia Tech as far as anything explosive on offense. Um, I mean, the way they run their offense is not a power like offense. They run a lot of east and west type stuff. So and the crazy thing is they'll run a lot of east and west and then run power with their quarterback. So that tells you a lot right there. Their running back, he is explosive. Now when he get out in the open field, he a track hawk like type of running back, number 11. He can
Right.
scoot with the best of them. He get that ball, he'll make some people miss, and he'll hit his head on the goalpost real quick. But their receivers are not anybody they're not world beaters. They're not anybody that's a serious deep threat. The deep threat that they did have transferred out. So they don't have any like serious deep threat to like just stretch the field crazy. So it's going to be a lot of East and West. Georgia Tech is going to try to stay on schedule by running the ball. So it's going to be a lot of misdirection, counter, pull, running back, run up the middle. think if we're able to control the quarterback from bursting big runs, because the quarterback, he'll make a big run. He's a big dude. He look like a tight end. So if the quarterback is able to get through there, Haynes King, and break one for 10, 15 yards, then that put our defense on alert. Linebackers can't come crashing down if the QB run right by them. So the offense, Georgia Tech offense, they're gonna do what they do best. They're gonna try to run it first, and then they'll just try to hit you with a random play action. I think if we stuff the run, we're good enough on the back end to be okay. Defensively, Georgia Tech, they're not a big defense. They're not big. So I'm not saying CU will be able to impose their will, but what I'm saying is CU not gonna have a problem moving the ball. If they have a commitment to the run, they should be able to run it. CU offensive line is big enough to move Georgia Tech off the line. So they should be able to do that. But again, the coach Brent Key, he's a scrappy coach. He plays to win. He's not gonna lose the game. He's not gonna take no uncalculated risk. You're not gonna see no trick play. You're not gonna see nothing. It's gonna be this is what we do really well, and we're gonna do this for 4 quarters. Either they gonna stop it, or we just gonna keep doing this really well. So the way their coach is, Brent Key, he's not gonna lose them the game. But I don't think Georgia Tech has enough firepower offensively to run away with the game. But defensively, they don't have enough to pitch a shutout. So it's going to be a good game. So like I said, I think it'll be close. I think CU will probably pull it out by 10. If I were to give a score prediction, I think they win by 10, maybe 27-17 or something like that. I think they'll get somewhere around there. I think it'll be a 10-point win for CU.
Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Let's talk with Bwatts along with Coach Drake. And they are boxing tonight. Once again, y'all hit it 100, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best on YouTube. Once again, thank you for participating in the chat, and the ones who didn't participate in the chat, that's thank you for tuning in and watching and hearing what we had to say. Until tomorrow night, y'all have a blessed day, and as we get ready to leave, may the grace of God continue to bless you as well as your entire family. JR, last word. Coach Drake.
Yeah, look, preseason dwindling down, man. So shout out to them guys out there, them former CuBuffs that's hey, they working for a job right now. They're working for a job. Hey, keep your head in it. If you end up on a practice squad, that's not the worst thing. That means that the team trusts you enough to continue to develop you. Right. So there's nothing wrong with that. Take advantage of those opportunities. And look, don't be surprised, chat. If we see some of our favorites not make the roster. Sometimes it's just about wrong place, wrong time. Whether it's opportunity, whether it's performance on the field, wrong place, wrong time, that's just not meant for you. But the dream, it doesn't die. You just gotta keep working hard to it. So I'm excited for a lot of them, man. And I'll tell you this right now. If Travis don't play week 1, I'm refunding my ticket. Because I'm supposed to be down there in Jacksonville, Coach Dre. So if Travis, let me know. If Trav ain't playing, hey, I'm going to get my refund. I don't need to be there. Because the only person I'm there to see is 12. I ain't trying to see nobody else, dog.
God.
I'm keeping it above. Hey, I'm refunding. If he ain't playing, I'm refunding. But he should be on the field, that's for sure.
Man, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight and supporting us. Again, I'm just a nobody trying to bless somebody, trying to help somebody. I'm happy for everybody who tried to tune in and watch my team play. Our game got canceled because of lightning, so we got 2 drives in and the game got canceled. It was just a kickoff classic, so that was the main reason why it got canceled. We will be back on. I think Rob is going to stream the game again this Friday at 7:30, so you can check us out. The Mighty Rams, last ride for the side for me and my baby. So we gonna try to go out on top. Like I say, man, start your week off right, positive. Don't give don't give people your time that's negative or people that don't have the right energy. Y'all stop giving these beat writers and these people who have no say so y'all time and energy, because all you doing is getting them riled up. All you doing is giving them views. All you doing is keeping their name validated in the streets, because they don't care if it's good or bad. They just know people talking about them because they saying stupid stuff, and they gonna continue to say stupid stuff, and we continue to listen to them. So y'all stop giving them people your time and your efforts, man. Make sure you check on your people physically and mentally. Tell somebody you love them today. Tell somebody you care for them. Tell them that you miss them, and forgive. Because if God can forgive you, why can't you forgive anybody else? And as I always say, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. This has been another Sunday night with Sports Talk with Bwatts. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, JR Boxer, and the great host of this show, and my brother, Bwatts. Until next Sunday, God bless, and we love y'all.
Do it, homie, it can't be done.
Right there. Him.
I've been chasing these dreams, falling down my team. I make bread while I sleep. I don't stress, I just breathe. Being broke ain't my thing. I've been chasing.